I am doing the wall ball test. This test will be used to measure hand-eye coordination of the subject and is used for balance and coordination in kinesiology. The fitness level for this test is low. The age level for this fitness test can be from children from the age of 6 to 17. However, it can also be used for older ages. This test can also be altered to accommodate somebody who has a disabled body. In this video, I will demonstrate how you can do this with somebody who is hearing impaired. The subject in my video is 24 years old, 5'4", and weighs 150 pounds. The disability that my subject has is hearing impaired. You will need a tape measure, a stopwatch, and a roll of tape, and a basket of tennis balls. Also, make sure there is a first aid kit nearby in case of an emergency. The additional items that you will need to accommodate a hearing disability are flashcards and pictures to demonstrate the test. Also, make sure you are in proper gym attire and wearing clean running shoes. This test will be performed in the gymnasium of the G.W. Harris building at RDC and will be set up near a wall. To set up for this test, use the tape measure to measure up the wall. Next, mark an X on the wall with tape. Lastly, measure 3 feet out from the wall and use the tape to make a line on the ground for the subject to stand behind. Now you are ready to begin the test. The test administrator should first make sure all the necessary equipment is on hand. Next, the test administrator should start by using the cue cards and pictures to explain to the subject how to perform the test. The subject should read the cue cards carefully and make sure they fully understand them. Once these cue cards have been read, the test administrator should give a thorough demonstration of the wall ball test. The subject should be giving their full attention to the test administrator during the demonstration. Next, the test administrator should use the next cue card to ask the subject if they have any questions. If the subject has questions, they should use the pen and paper provided by the test administrator. The subject should stand at the line marked with tape on the ground. When the test administrator holds up a flashcard that says "Go," the subject should begin throwing the ball. When throwing the ball, the subject should have their head up and eyes facing forward towards the target. It is important for the subject to identify and aim for the target so that the test will have validity. The subject should throw the ball from one hand in an underarm action against the wall and attempt to catch the ball with the opposite hand. Here are a few things that the subject should avoid doing. The subject should not step over the line. The subject should not catch the ball with the same hand they threw it with, and the subject should not throw overhand. During the test, the administrator should be counting the number of successful catches and recording them. After 30 seconds, the test administrator holds up a cue card saying "Stop." By adding the constraint of a set time period, you will also add in the factor of working under pressure. If the subject fails to catch a ball, the test administrator's job is to provide a new tennis ball. After the test is complete, the data will be put into Excel. When scoring for this test, you will count the number of successful catches in the 30-second time period. If you get above 35, you are in excellent. If you get 30 to 35, you are in good. If you get 20 to 29, you are in average. If you get 15 to 19, you are fair, and if you get below 15, you are poor. Some troubleshooting tips for this project are: if the stopwatch stops working, the facility has extra stopwatches. A test administrator could also use their phone. Another thing that could go wrong with the equipment is that a tennis ball could break, but for this test, you are supposed to have multiple tennis balls.